Emma Walker sat in the corner of her favorite coffee shop, sipping a latte and scrolling through her phone. At 32, she was the founder of a small but growing eco-friendly packaging startup. Emma had big dreams, but lately she felt like she was treading water. Her to-do list stretched on forever, her focus wavered, and she felt unproductive not just in business but in life. It all changed one afternoon when she met Jack Thompson, an older entrepreneur with salt and pepper hair and a relaxed demeanor. Jack, it turned out, was a retired CEO who now mentored young business owners. Seeing Emma's frustration, Jack offered her a piece of advice. "Productivity isn't just about work, Emma," he said. "It's about how you live your entire life. Let me tell you a story about someone I once knew." Chapter 1. The Tale of the S.M.A.R.T. Goals. Jack began with a story about Laura, a young woman who wanted to become an author. Laura's goal was vague. She wanted to write more, but her ambition felt endless and overwhelming until she applied the S.M.A.R.T. method. Specific. Instead of write more, Laura decided to write one short story a month. Measured. She tracked her progress by logging how many words she wrote daily. Achievable. Rather than aiming to publish a novel in a year, she set a realistic target of completing 12 short stories first. Relevant. Writing aligned with her dream of becoming a published author. Time-bound. Laura gave herself a deadline for each story. By setting clear goals, Laura turned her dream into a structured plan, Jack explained. You can do the same for your business. Don't just say, "I want more customers." Break it down into actionable, measurable steps. Chapter 2. The Eisenhower Epiphany. Jack's next story was about Tom, a restaurant owner who always felt swamped. Tom was working 16-hour days but getting nowhere until he discovered the Eisenhower Matrix, which taught him to categorize tasks. 1. Urgent and important, fixing a broken refrigerator. 2. Important but not urgent, planning next month's menu. 3. Urgent but not important, replying to routine emails delegated to his assistant. 4. Neither urgent nor important, endless scrolling on social media eliminated. Tom found peace when he stopped reacting to every little thing and started focusing on what truly mattered. Jack said, "Emma, what's on your plate that can wait, delegate, or disappear?" Chapter 3. The Pareto Pivot. Jack leaned forward, lowering his voice. "Let me tell you about Megan, who ran a jewelry business. She was drowning in tasks until she learned the 80-20 rule. Megan realized that 80% of her revenue came from just 20% of her best-selling pieces. Instead of wasting time on low-performing designs, she doubled down on her star products. The result? Her profits soared. Think about your business, Emma," Jack said. "What's your 20%? Focus there, and you'll make the biggest impact." Chapter 4. The Morning Routine Revolution. Jack chuckled. Here's a fun one. Meet David, a tech entrepreneur who used to hit snooze 5 times before dragging himself out of bed. He never had a good morning until he built a routine. David started laying out his clothes and prepping his breakfast the night before. Each morning, he spent 15 minutes journaling about his goals, which set the tone for his day. By the time he hit the office, he was energized and ready to tackle challenges. "Routine isn't boring," Jack said. "It's your anchor. Without one, you'll drift." Chapter 5. Battling Distractions. Jack wrapped up with a story about Sophia, a freelance graphic designer whose productivity was shattered by constant distractions. To regain focus, Sophia tried an experiment. She turned off all notifications during work hours and allowed herself specific distraction breaks. She'd check her phone or take a walk guilt-free during those times. Sophia found that this approach helped her dive deep into her creative work without constantly switching gears. Emma, Jack said, "Your phone is a tool, not a tyrant. Use it wisely." The moral of the story. Emma listened intently, scribbling notes as Jack spoke. "Here's the truth," Jack said, standing up. "Productivity isn't about doing everything. It's about doing what matters." Apply these lessons not just to your business, but to your life. A productive entrepreneur is also a productive friend, partner, and human being. When you take care of yourself and your priorities, everything else falls into place. Emma thanked Jack feeling a renewed sense of purpose. That evening, she went home, wrote out her S.M.A.R.T. goals, organized her tasks using the Eisenhower Matrix, and identified her 20%. From that day forward, Emma wasn't just busy, she was productive. And her startup, along with her personal life, flourished as a result.